Hello, this is Alexius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French, where we left off just about to advance to March of 1936. We have plenty of movement now that we're at war with the United States. A lot of stuff going on the map. And their ships are doing a better job than the Italians. We kind of overwhelmed and sank most of the Italian Navy right off the bat, though. Ooh, that's going to be rough. I do not want to engage in that battle. This is an escort fleet, and it's going to get decimated against that many. Same with this, but we don't have a choice now. There's a temptation to auto-resolve. There's also a temptation to just leave. Which destroyers are these? 6 kilometer, 35 knots. Yeah, those are fairly old. We do have the fog with us. Environmentals are suboptimal. Alright, we do not have direction finders on the destroyers. There we go. Enemy spotted. Alright, let's go ahead and split up the division. Ensign Rue. And dive in, we're gonna pop smoke. Ensign Henry. Sure. We'll go in a similar direction. Ensign Gabold. Gaboldi. Ooh. It is getting quite bad. I say that so quickly because destroyers get any flooding whatsoever, and it's generally bad. Well, let's get those torpedoes away. Have a chance of hitting both. There's the torpedoes against us. All three hit the destroyer. Bad day for them. I want torpedoes on this cruiser. Keep going. Hard. It's up on the rudder, and we can get the torpedoes traversed. The angle's bad. Oh geez, all over. Gonna get hit by their own torpedoes. There's ours, straight into the Trenton. Excellent hits. We launched. Belliquest is done. Focus on the St. Paul. Looks like Trenton might survive. The bull day is done. Too much flooding. We did okay. That was very much a defeat. I didn't even get one. Oh, we knew we were heavily outnumbered. We'll deploy some replacements. Be the new destroyers and probably just 3 of them. No cruisers to escort them. Then again, those new destroyers are pretty pointy. This one's much more, well, it's against the Italians too. Much more doable. This is the escort fleet down in Red Sea. we go. Enemy is spotted. Stick with high explosives for now. No, geez, they can aggressive with those torpedoes. Back to the Mangini. Kudala. Tell you what, you'll follow the mall house. Mangini will be on this side. And the Bertholo on this side. We will focus on this destroyer. You will focus on the Benedetto Carioli. Oh, the Palestro is done. I don't think this is too surprising. So long as we're careful of torpedoes, we tend to push the Italians around. There we go. A good salvo while she was in between shifting rudder. One quick finisher. Transports lost by everyone, everywhere. Really pushed back in North Italy. Alright, pushing against Tunisia. Invasion of Northern Alaska. Northeast Italy is ours. And we can expect action from the Ottomans. Alright, let's check Messina. Get our fleet up there. This is 2 fleets, isn't it? That's the bombard. And then we have the fast battleships and the regular battleships. Got it. It's one very large unified fleet. Hard to keep them all organized, considering how many there are now. Let's check Alaska first. Perfectly fine. Alright. We can't start another naval invasion within a month. So we'll have to go, let's go British East Africa. And we'll see where that leads us. Meanwhile, I think the bombard fleet is going to come out here into the Atlantic. Meanwhile, we have a single battleship. We'll leave our battleship fleet there to take care of that. Meanwhile, our coastal subs will head to Benghazi, I think. We already took care of our politics. Financially, we're doing great. See if we can't bottle up that American fleet. And then the Central Med needs a few destroyers to replace. Alright, a port strike in West Africa. Interesting. Then we have a Norwegian fleet. It's quite diverse. Ooh, and quite large. Wow. Alright. We'll see where this leads us. We're gonna aim to keep some range. Need to look at the guns, but I'm thinking 12 kilometers, probably decent. Maybe a little further. We're definitely more on the focus of minimizing their accuracy rather than maximizing our own. That's the plan. Let's see how well I can actually keep to that. That is a very sizable but aged fleet. Just gonna get in one big long line of stern formation. We are sitting at 13 kilometers. This is the forward only quads, which I believe is led by the Corvette class. Environmentals are about average. It is morning. Things are improving. Let's see. These are definitely the targets we want over here. We want all three firing on the same target, though. Oh dear. Wow. Yeah, that did not go well for them. Accuracy is not great. Let's tighten up these formations. Alright, I lost 2 ships. Ah, they have finally returned fire. little guys showing up in front of the pack. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. They are at a range of 6 kilometers. It's like the main guns have decided to engage them. Seems a bit excessive. However, they could spoil our day, so I'll go ahead and let them do their thing. Oh, we've got a whole bunch over here. Let's do a nice, gentle 5-degree right rudder. While we focus on their light forces. They do have 50 destroyers. Alright, hard turn. And that's one down. Rudder midships. Looks like we might have to turn a little bit further. We're sitting at 7 kilometers to the Norwegian light forces. We'll put in a gentle turn to port. Keep an eye on the rest of the fleet, make sure everything's going swell. We're racking up quite a lot of damage. Bring us to rudder midships, and then I want us to focus on specific targets. So let's go ahead and do that. Looks like another destroyer went down. Is our light cruiser just slow? No, that could be 34 knots. Get the smoke generator going for them. Looks like we tagged the tail end. Yeah, she's flooding rapid. Battleship seems to be foolhardy. Wow. It's a pre-dreadnought. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. Our destroyers and light cruiser can take that on. Do want to flip us around. I'd rather take these two ships out first. I don't want them to our rear, and I don't want to spoil our aim yet. Inch damage is a good result. If we can just tag this one, I'll feel comfortable turning us around. Why are you shooting AP? Oh. Right on one of the torpedo launchers. Yeah, those are misses. Potentially 2 hits there. One, two, both of them flooding. Hard to port. Pointier is now Floodier. Oh yeah, now she's Dunsky. Looks like they're torpedoing themselves. No, we do have torpedoes. I did not disable them like I usually do. And it is our torpedoes that are hitting. Doing a fair bit of damage too. That's another battleship down. 2 left. And we have the battle cruisers. Some of the heavy cruisers. We're gonna kick it up to full speed. There's a good hit. Oh, they're throwing torpedoes at us. Looks like we are going to lose one of our destroyers. Go ahead and pause this out for a moment. Try to get these guys detached from this formation and moving. Might put her in the way of this one. Yeah, we're going to take that in the side. Good thing it was a dud. Ooh, those must be electric torpedoes. Go ahead and detach the St. Louis temporarily. Our engines. Convert all that forward energy into turning. Just in time. We'll get her reattached. Looks like she'll fall out of position, but that's okay. Importantly, she didn't take a torpedo. Go ahead and cut you out to AI controlled. I'll even try to get you out of here, actually. Might be able to save it. I'm doubtful. Oh, yeah, not like that. Almost dodged that. I'm going to go ahead and conserve ammo. There are quite a lot of ships. Torpedoes in the water. Hard to starboard. Good thing they're really slow. Allows the St. Louis to catch up, though. Gonna go ahead and close some of these to keep the frame rate decent. We're not really scrutinizing individual ships at this point. It's just... we're just shooting fish in a barrel. And baiting their torpedoes occasionally. Now that we've caught up again, we're going to drop speed back down to 30 knots. Allow the fleet to collect up. And help our aiming solutions ever so slightly. Although if we never shoot, we're never going to get a targeting solution. And that's alright, we'll leave them be. Oh, finally stopped maneuvering long enough to take a pot shot. Let's see if we can't take on the San Generamo. I want to take a look at this ship. What do we got? 10 inches belt. This looks fairly modern. That is not what I wanted. Red Queen, you can target there. In St. Louis, you can auto choose your ammo for the primary weapons as their fleet kind of mills about. How fast are they going right now? 19 knots. They're not truly trying to escape. I think we got a head in there. Nope. Missed. Ah, the Fuji's a little bit older. Half steering taken out in San Gennaro. Oh, good hit on that destroyer. He's about to get wrecked. But everybody's going to be able to target her. There we go, the Fuji taking a few hits, aft steering into midships. Milwaukee goes down. And San Gennaro takes a few more hits. Mostly the secondary tower, the deck. You know what? I need to allow you guys to actually fire. Otherwise, we're never going to get lucky with these destroyers. All the capital ships will save their ammo, though. Fuji gets another flooding result forward of aft steering. Flooding for the Gennaro as well. And they appear to be maneuvering. So many of them in that section. I'm feeling we're getting a lot of coincidental hits. Two more floodings up forward. Looks like we hit just under the B turret. Oh, brutal. The Fuji is not going to last long now. We've closed the range, our guns go straight through them at this point. Flooding back aft, in the engine room. Another salvo or two, and I think they'll be done. Ready for the rescue boats. Well, Fuji was looking better for a moment. Pretty much the entire engine room is flooded. Actually, their engine room looks like it's a little bit more forward than usual. San Gennaro just needs a couple more takes of flooding. There we go. Gonna come hard about, assuming that these guys are both gonna sink at this point. Point 7, 4, 1, 0. And there's the Fuji. I'm going to switch everybody to HE again. I'm going to zip ahead until we re-encounter the fleet. Definitely late morning now. Visibility is improving. Turn to the Century heavy cruiser, or I guess protected cruiser. Yeah, they all appear to be that style. Go ahead and turn the fleet then. We'll stay abreast of the pack of destroyers and continue to engage the heavy cruisers until they are sunk. We found one of their battleships. Or I guess pre-dreadnought. Yep, it's definitely a pre-dread. Not by too long. Got decent speed. Who do you think you're engaging? Stick with the Akanagi. They do still have torpedoes left. Let's take a hard turn. Still getting a hit with that. Heavy flying forward on the Akanagi. Very bad day for them. Ugh. Akanagi goes down to heavy fire. And so does the other one. Oh, just short. Gonna have to make the turn soon. Just waiting for the shells in the hopes one of them would hit. Devastatingly at that. Oh, looks like we found the range. Not Tsutsugi. Down for sure. Guess we found the remnants of the Japanese fleet. Sold to the Norwegians. Another flash fire. I think the Natsutsugi is done. Looks like we're getting one of the other destroyers as well. I just realized how much time we're spending on this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna accelerate time. Don't usually for the actual fighting, but this is gonna be long and just picking away at light ships. How far away are we? We are at 6 kilometers. Another flash fire on the battleship. Oh, I see torpedoes coming in. Duds against our destroyer. And now we're just taking out destroyers left and right. Oh, I see the final battleship. It is... Ooh, a lot of torpedoes against our destroyers. I think I will go ahead and turn on their torpedo avoidance. And anti-collision. Same with the light cruiser. Capital ships will stay in formation. I can keep an eye on them. The destroyers are a little bit harder to keep an eye on, all of them, from this range. Alright. Let's stop saving secondary ammo. Keep the secondaries busy. The primaries will engage when something is a little bit easier to... Actually, we have so much ammo left. I did not really need to conserve. Is headed for the St. Louis. Go ahead and get her detached. And reattached. Keep a higher view so we can get a better feel for the distances we are at. Oh, jeez. Norwegian Navy's having a very bad day. There we go, another set. Probably for the Requin. Actually, it might not be. Get her reattached. St. Louis, though. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and detach you for more avoidance. Oh, I went left. These torpedoes are so slow, that might have been a bad choice. We might take our first torpedo. And we made it a dud. Perfect. More torpedoes inbound. Let's get up to full speed. Why are our heavy cruisers falling to St. Louis? Alright, the heavy cruisers need to have their avoidance on. I don't think we should do that. And hard starboard. It's heavy torpedo beats time. That is a lot of ships. Alright, where are we at? We need to cut in. Are the cruisers going to avoid those torpedoes? Are you even trying? Keep going. Oh, jeez. Oh, geez, too close. Pause. Pause. Corbett's gonna take it. Swing it. Oh, we're clear. Alright, drop it down to 30 knots. Gain some range. Alright. Now we're in the thick of it. Oh, torpedoes. It's too late. Commit, commit. There we go. Our heavy cruisers do. Why are they so spread out? What is even going on? Oh, yep. We're finally going to take a torpedo. 2 hits. really didn't seem to do that much. Do we have torpedo bulge on this? Oh, wrong ship selected. Alright, we're going to detach the Corbeil. Gonna head out of combat, or at least far enough away. Requin is going to join St. Louis, and the heavy cruisers are following the correct ship. Let's stop spinning in circles. And slow down a bit. There we go. Well, actually, it looks like they're pumping down the water just fine. Go ahead and add them back in. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop adding her to the back. Don't change the group leader. Stop that nonsense. Oh geez, and while I was messing with that, I almost got hit by another torpedo. Alright, let's get full broadside to these destroyers for now. We are lucky they are using ancient torpedoes. There we go. Couple of good hits. Come left a little bit, keep our guns engaged. Fore and aft. Let's bring it down a little bit more. 26 knots. Let's see if we can't gather up the fleet a little bit more effectively. We're all spread out now. These destroyers are going to cut straight through the center of this if we keep going around in circles. Oh, we took out the battleship somewhere in there. Alright, let's do a hard maneuver. Gonna reverse course. Ooh, good accuracy, and that its light cruiser is done. She decided she quits. Oh, jeez. Because her everything is gone. You have torpedoes. You're loading some. Torpedoes at Corbeil, which I don't think we can do anything about at this point. I think we need to disengage the Corbeil. Oh, donk. If she even survives at this point. Should have just retained her leaving. Hindsight. Come up to speed. Back down to 30 knots to allow us to close up formation, but allow us to get back over this way and kind of collect up the fleet a little bit. No, they got one of our cruisers. Lave will now escort the Corbeil. And Kadonk. Our torpedoes still left on some of these destroyers. This is not the fight I wanted. No avoiding that one. Straight amidships. Major damage. Corbeil, why are you pointing this direction? Oh my gosh. Game, why you like this? I'm gonna lose the Corbeil because of this. And there she goes. 6 more torpedoes. Alright, where are you going, St. Louis? That's not even the right door. Oh, Thionville's trying to... Ah, she's trying to get behind this heavy cruiser. No? That one. Oh my gosh. It is chaos. Nope, you're gonna collide. Alright, I think we have things semi under control again. Flash fire. Heavy hit. Extensive fire. Heavy flooding. Heavy flooding. I'm gonna switch to auto now. And damage. What are you doing? Oh, is that you? Why are you over there? Now we have extensive fire. Get it turned around, and we'll get the light cruiser to fall in behind our heavy cruiser, Embuscade. Structural damage, heavy flooding. Structural damage. Heavy flooding. Heavy flooding. Heavy flooding. List up here is getting pretty thin. Extensive fire. Kick it up full speed. We do have targets out here still. Oh, nope, this direction now. We're picking up the final signals from that last light cruiser. Oh, looks like we might have something still off to the south. Definitely see your smoke. Flash fire. On a good day for you. There's another one. Yeah, we're still seeing a target out here somewhere, so we'll send the destroyers that way, see what happens. Well, all targets are over this way now. This way? You sure? They're everywhere. There's just so many of them. Only 2 left. That's the Jinsu. There are other 2 over here. Alright, how about we do this? You follow. I don't really care about you guys too much. We're picking up sunk ships. I'm going to go ahead and end the battle. Whatever is still alive, it can escape. What survived? 1 solitary destroyer. Everything else is destroyed. They managed to get a battleship. That is disappointing. But with that, we're going to call it to a close here. I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying to the end. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.